welcome back to Wyther Farms. Just chilling out here, kind of enjoying the 42-degree weather. Okay, so let's go ahead and head to the store. We'll pick up a cultivator. So let's go. I was looking at some of them in the store, and yeah, some of them are 200 horsepower. So we might have to go with something that's a little bit different. I was looking at them. I was looking at the power harrows, or not power harrows. The what are they called? Disc harrows. And I think there's one that we might be able to use. That shouldn't be too bad to use, because we only have 143 horsepower in this tractor. And the one I'm looking at to possibly buy is you have to have 180, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe being on flat land will be okay to be able to pull it. So I think maybe we'll just give it a shot, kind of see what happens, because the one I wanted to buy, I think it required like 200 horsepower. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at it when we get there and see kind of what horsepower there is. But if I remember right, it's about 200 horsepower for the one I wanted. So the one we're possibly going to get will be a little bit less horsepower requirement, and hopefully will be able to be pulled by our tractor. But there's not a lot of cultivators or plows or cultivators or disc harrows or anything like that that are actually like a reasonable horsepower amount. Because I have this here, but it's also non-foldable, and we won't be able to get it through this map at all. So yeah, this is the one I wanted to go with. It was 200 horsepower. This one was 140, so it wasn't too bad, but it's 6 meters and it would take forever, and it's double the price. Yeah. It does go 10 miles an hour though. But yeah, so this one was probably a little too much. I looked at other things too, and there's not much that I could be able to do. So I looked at the power or the disc harrows. A lot of these obviously they require a lot of horsepower, but this one requires 180. It's a pretty decent disc harrow, I think. There's a lot of different things we can do, but do Cat 3 there, and we'll buy it used, but 180 horsepower. We won't be going through hills, so I think we should be fine. I think it's worth a shot just to do 7,800, so it's not bad. So let's go pick it up. Yeah, that's pretty used for sure. Of course, painting these things cost a lot of money. I didn't even turn that off. So let's get this hooked up. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing turns pretty well. Alright, let's get it fixed. Hopefully this all works. If not, then might have to go with the 6-meter cultivator. So it is warm enough to go ahead and plant cereal crops, so we'll probably get that done in the next episode. We'll probably, not sure what to plant yet. I'm thinking maybe like some kind of wheat, or I don't know, oats, possibly. I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe canola. That might be the best one to plant, just because it does give us a little extra money. One, to sell the crop, and two, to actually get the... Sorry, I was readjusting. Basically gives us the canola straw, and gives us that ability to basically bale that up, get it sold, we get a lot of it, and make good money. So maybe canola is what we'll lean towards, and then we'll do soybeans in this next field over here, because this field's pretty big. I think it'll be pretty decent to do soybeans in here, but Okay, let's give this a shot, see what happens. I want to say I've used this in a lower, with a lower capacity or a lower horsepower before, and it was fine. Yeah, I think as long as there's no hills, you're good. But yeah, if you have a map that has a lot of hills on it, yeah, this won't work at all. You'll definitely have a hard time getting it all cultivated. Yeah, luckily this doesn't need to be plowed. This kind of looks like it's harvested. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going crazy, right? Like, during the winter, it was still growing, right? I swear it was. So yeah, it says harvested. Because you figured if it wasn't harvested, it would wither. So, obviously it was harvested at some point, which is kind of odd. Because it was definitely growing during winter. And there's no way that they harvested it during winter, because the ground was frozen. So, I don't know what happened. No idea. Yeah, I think this will definitely be a good field for soybeans. It's definitely a huge field. This will take us a while to get done. But, yeah. Kind of where we're at right now. It definitely was a good bargain, good price, I think. Definitely worth the money. Because you get a pretty big field, and it was cheaper than the other big fields, so definitely a good trade-off, I think. And most of this land that we bought is actually used as field. So if we take a look, if we get out, look at it, land area is 26 acres and 23 acres is field. So I don't think that's bad at all. We'll definitely have to come through and get it sampled. Yeah, it's not a time-consuming process, which is nice. I know some people have like modded it so the area is like huge to be able to take samples, but we'll stick to the base one that we have. Of course, these bushes on the edge though are kind of in the way that they might have to come through and get them all cut down. Yeah, I think we might have to, because they're kind of in the way. I do kind of like that they're there, but like this stuff here will leave. It's just the big bushes that are basically covering up the field. Those are the ones that would be a little bit of an issue. Cause some growing issues, technically. Kind of like just doing regular farming, really. Just taking the time to get this done. Kind of reminds me of when I first started playing this game. Not FS19 specifically, but like FS17, I started playing it. Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of taking the time to try to figure it out. That was pretty fun. And then just slowly going and realizing how relaxing it is just to cultivate or to harvest or to fertilize, plow. It's definitely a learning curve for me when I actually started playing the farming simulator games. Yeah, I think I've said this before. I think I just said it in the Les Chazettes. I ended up getting FS17. I wouldn't say like necessarily getting it, but it was on like with the PlayStation. They have this thing called PlayStation Now. So it's basically you stream games and you pay like once a year for the service. I was on that and I found it and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot, see what happens. Started playing it, got pretty addicted to it. I put hundreds and hundreds of hours into it, and then I learned that through watching videos of trying to figure out how to do things, I realized FS17 or FS19 came out like a month after I started playing FS17. So it's kind of funny that it worked out the way it did. So I ended up going to my local game store and I ended up buying FS19 and playing that. The graphics were way better for sure on FS19. But it's just one of those things that just, you randomly stumble upon it and become pretty addicted to it. Of course, saying addicted to it is definitely a bad connotation, but it's one of those games that it's enjoyable to play. It's relaxing, it's just very chill. I know sometimes the jobs that you do are pretty boring. I get that. I mean, sometimes I'll get bored of cultivating forever. Like if I'm doing one field and just taking my time to do it, instead of having to cultivate like 5 different fields, yeah, that could be much. That could be a bit much. Like if we get to that point, I'll definitely have more workers, obviously. I'll cut more of that stuff out or time-lapse it and stuff like that, because sitting here and doing 5 fields for 5 different episodes would be pretty redundant. So it's definitely something I'll avoid. But I think for the meantime, while we're still starting out, we're still here at beginning, basically, even though we're about 12 episodes in there. I think this is episode 13, if I remember right. Yeah, so like taking our time, getting things done. It's definitely a time-consuming process. But I don't mind it, because I don't want to be like, grow too fast and then we're done. Like, doesn't sound fun to me to do that. Definitely like taking my time. I know with one, on one of my, the 11th episode, I had somebody comment on there, and they're like, finally, a house. That was like, I want to say, if I say this right, if I say this wrong, I apologize, but like Ebel Clown, and they have like a picture of Pennywise, from the classic movies, not from the new one. But yeah, he's like, finally a house. Like, yeah, 11 episodes later, and we finally have a house. I definitely want to be able to take my time and not rush. I do like the just chilling and talking and seeing how things go, talking to people, see what they're enjoying, what they aren't enjoying. It was funny though, I did get one comment on one of the videos I released for the Combine experience. Someone's like, I don't think you know how this mod works, and yeah, I probably don't. I know like with the different crops, like you harvest at different speeds, and it also depends on fertilizer, how big of a yield it is, stuff like that. But as far as that, like the amount of research I did on it, that's kind of all I really learned. So I mean, really, it's one of those mods that I think is more supposed to be like realistic harvesting, to be honest. So like in real life, you're not going to be harvesting at 6 miles per hour or 10 kilometers an hour consistently 100% of the time. There's going to be times where you're going to have spots where you're going to have to slow down and really process the grain and make sure you get all of it instead of skipping some of it. Man, I get to that. I get it to that much. But yeah, it's definitely something to learn, I think. Alright, we're just setting up GPS so we can chug along. Pretty sure we'll miss some stuff, but that's fine. We'll come back and hit those areas. I try to keep it as straight as I could, so we'll see what happens. It looks like it's hitting. Yeah, looks like it's hitting, no problem. Yeah, it's definitely a cold looking day, isn't it? Like it has that feel to it. Like the trees are still trying to grow in, and I think within like the mid-spring to late spring, they'll be fully bloomed, and it'll look good. And like the time of the year where the light outside seems a little bit like dull. That's kind of what this feels like. It's like right in the beginning of early spring in real life. It's like the light outside is a little bit dull, and things kind of seem a little bit lifeless still, trying to recover from winter. I definitely like that it has that feel in this game, but yeah. I was just kind of thinking about it too. Sometimes I don't really have talking points, so I kind of just think of things on the go. Because like I said, I don't really try to be scripted or anything. You just kind of have like a naturally... Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, I just try to be a little bit more natural with my speech. I don't know if some people like that or not. Because if I feel scripted, it just feels, I don't know, a little bit boring to me, I guess. I'd rather have more of like an organic conversation, kind of bring things up as they come, as I'm thinking about it, stuff like that. one thing I am curious about, like, what are some people's hobbies? Like, being a subscriber, if you want to chime in, that's awesome. But yeah, just kind of tell me what your guys' hobbies are. What are things that you like to do? Some things that, like for me, for example, I collect Lego Star Wars stuff, so I have a lot of it. I counted the other day, I have 52 sets, but I bought one just recently, so I have 53 sets of just Lego Star Wars. They're all from all kinds of different movies. They got like, I have some of the original trilogy sets, I have the prequel sets, I have the sequel sets, stuff like that. I have stuff from the Clone Wars animated series. I have some of the Han Solo sets, like from the Han Solo movie. Then I have some other sets that are from like the other kinds of TV shows too, just because I thought they were pretty cool. I also collect like Lego car stuff too, so I have like 12 sets of those, 10 sets of those, something like that. Yeah. And I also recently got into Pokemon for some reason. So I collected Pokemon a lot when I was a kid. And I had a lot of cards too. And I'm kind of kicking myself now because I've been kind of watching other YouTubers do like, they're opening up like vintage packs from like 1999. So in 1999 I was like 8, so I was like the perfect age to be able to collect Pokemon cards. That's kind of when they started to become popular, and I'm not 100% sure when like Pokemon started, but I know that's when it got really popular. It was about 99 to 2000. So I had a lot of cards, and kind of watching people open up these card packs and kind of kicking myself because a lot of the cards they're wanting I had. And these cards are worth thousands of dollars, so yeah, being an idiot kid, you know, you don't hold on to stuff like that. So yeah, I ended up throwing them away a long time ago. So I've had a full binder probably worth of cards that are probably like thousands of dollars. Oh well though. But yeah, I've gotten to collecting them again. Just like the nostalgia, I think, has been pretty nice. Just that kind of that relaxing sense of, hey, let's open up some cards and see what you get, and it's pretty cool. I opened up one pack the other day, and I bought like a booster box, so I opened up all the packs in there, and I got some pretty decent cards from there. And I'm kind of rusty on my Pokemon skills a little bit, so I've had to look up like what's in the sets, like what cards are available. They also show you like what the cards are worth. I mean, a lot of them are worth nothing. Like 15 cents I think is the lowest card worth in there, and like the highest card in the pack I've been opening is like $100. So trying to just collect the different, kind of get back into collecting the different little sets and keep them for a while and see if they appreciate in value, like I did when I was younger. Yeah, just like different hobbies like that. Kind of let me know what you guys like to do, if you collect, or if you guys like doing videos, or whatever your hobby may be, coloring, painting, stuff like that. It's definitely, I definitely would like to get you know you guys a little bit better. And if you guys want to as well, I do have a Discord. It's all linked in the description. You could definitely click on there and get added to the site. I think I have it set up to where you just automatically get accepted. So if you guys want to jump in, just have a conversation. I'm not on it all the time, but I'll get notifications if people message in or anything like that. Just pop in, say hi. If I definitely get enough people to join the Discord server, what I'll do is I'll start posting like updates and stuff. I'll post pictures and screenshots and stuff I'm working on, and be like, hey, this is what's coming up, and I'll give announcements and stuff. But yeah, kind of bounce ideas off people and see what you guys are up to. So if you guys want to join the Discord, definitely click that link in the description. Let's do this. Well, let's time lapse the rest of this. I feel like I've been talking for about 20 minutes, so I'll go ahead and time lapse this, and then we'll see you guys afterwards. Enjoy.
I got an ache inside of me. It's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I seal it? You're like an an ocean without land, not a single grain of sand. I'm drifting on it. So cold yet warm when you hold me, when you're close. I know I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray. Something that's real. With you I get that. You're like a lighthouse in a dream, really distant but your beam, it's guiding me home. So cold yet warm when you hold me, when you're close. I know I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray.
XO, my ace boom boom, no flex, no. I won't gas you up like petrol, just trying to take you way up with a jet go. But you didn't notice that. Keep clocking all my hours, I told you that. Work now, play later, but you keep going off on me. Keep texting like it's all on me. Yeah, you're all in my head like you're my forever, not for right now. My day one, you hold me down.
Alright, we just finished up. Hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. So we'll have to take our time to drive off the field apparently. I was hoping to finish at the other end, but I think starting at that end kind of messed us up a little bit, so I think to be able to finish at that end, we'll have to start at the other end over there. Because for some reason, we're topping at about 15-16 miles an hour just to get over to the exit, so. But yeah, so we got all this done. We will go ahead and start planting in the next episode. We obviously won't plant this field. We'll have to plant the other field for sure. I think we'll stick with canola on that field, just because it does provide us with better payout. Canola sells pretty well, and then the straw sells pretty well on that field as well. So we probably won't get a whole lot of different bales off that field, but I think we'll get enough to where we could probably buy another field to be able to work on. I'm hoping that's the case, because we'll be able to get a lot of fields over in this area at least, and then when we transition to the other farm, we'll go ahead and get the fields around that farm as well, and then use these ones over here so that way we can have basically more profit. It definitely took a second to get that done, but I think it'll be worth it because we'll be able to get stuff planted pretty quickly, breaking up the soil a little bit, because obviously with the sunflowers there, I don't know if we'll get a direct drill or not. I can't remember if we have. I don't think we have a seeder at all, so we'll have to be able to get one that matches the horsepower on this tractor. I think the other thing we'll do is we'll sell the other tractor, take out a little bit of a loan, buy a bigger tractor, one that can pull maybe the horse, possibly. I definitely want to be able to get that so we can get a little more stuff done. Because planting field 33, drift in it. Planting field 33, I think it'll take a minute if we have a small planter or a seeder. I definitely don't want to do that. Want to be able to plant it within the time frame that we have within the episode. Hopefully get it done while we're still like doing the live, basically the live, not doing a time lapse of it. We'll probably definitely have to do a time lapse of field 21, but I think that's definitely something that's a good trade-off. So actually, before I forget, let's fill this up because I keep forgetting. And fill up. There we go. Have to be at this end. It does take a second to fill up. You see the money drops. Looks like it drops pretty quickly. But I don't think it'll be much. Maybe a couple $100, few $100 maybe to fill this up. 263. Not bad. Okay, so that should last us a little while. Like I said, we'll sell the other tractor, take out a little bit of a loan to get a bigger tractor so we can get a seeder that can get pulled a little bit quicker. So yeah, that's what we'll do in the next episode. We'll go ahead and start seeding we'll start seeding our fields, at least 33, and then get that done. But I definitely appreciate you guys watching. If you did like, if you did like this video, please drop a like. Definitely helps out a lot. If you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so. Like I've said in the past, I think, pretty sure I've said this in the past, I do farming simulator videos Monday through Friday. I record on Saturdays and Sundays, so being able to get a video out, a little bit hard to do that. So yeah, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We will see you guys in the next episode. Hey, take care, guys. Take care, guys. Sorry, got a frog in my throat apparently. But anyways, take care, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you later. Bye.